What's happening? You guessed it. It's another installment of this old door closer. Here in beautiful Clackamas, Oregon. Here at the Honeycomb Hideout. And we're doing some husky door closers. Broke them down there on Friday. And now we're gonna rebuild them. I'm gonna unplug my little camera thing so it doesn't go gleep, gleep, gleep. 10 seconds when a mail truck passes by. Okay, so I'm gonna get, anyway, we've broken down this this here husky door closer, and we've cleaned it up. We're taking a little bit of sandpaper, just lightly buffed off any old remnants of those that old gasket, and we just made it nice and clean. We've inspected it, made sure it's all nice. This little screen is just kind of wedged in here. We're just going to keep it in here. That filters the oil from the reservoir into the cylinder. So we like filtration. It's awesome. Anyway, we're gonna get the check balls back into this guy. So I'm gonna take these two little plastic ones that came out of the ones that have been milled out and have the really indentation, and they'll almost, they'll fit in there, and you can't even move them or anything. So we're gonna put those plastic ones in those top two spots. 1, 2 on the top, and these bottom ones go in these spots right here, and they'll have a small indentation, and I'll bring the cylinder, get rid of this oil bucket that's under me. I'll catch. So, right, so the plastic ones, 1, and then 2, and then the metal ones are 1, 2, 3, and final position 4. And if you have the gasket remaining, it'll be very definite on where these fit. This is my specially made gasket, and I put that on there just right, and it's very definite on where those are supposed to be, because they have big old fat cutouts for them. And of course that gasket has to be just right. All those cutouts have to be you have to do a general inspection if any of them, like sometimes in the manufacturing process, they'll leave just like a little stamped out hole, like almost like a donut hole, like they stamp out, and then it still has the donut hole in it. The same thing, I mean, with like a gasket, they manufacture them as fast as they possibly can, so they'll have inconsistencies in their manufacturing. So always pay close attention to anything you have specially made or something that you're reusing. Make sure it's up to spec. Anyway, I use a little bit of silicone to have problems with it just weeping out that seal in the middle, and so I'll just a dab. Oop. Not too much, because I don't want to close up any of these channels. Also, I've seen them poop out, like sandwich out, like a sandwich that you squish too hard or something, and the meat or the lettuce comes out of it. That's the same thing that'll happen with this here gasket, it gets sandwiched too hard, sometimes they'll come pooping out. Or it'll blow out. I mean, I use this this non-cork material. I think it's a neoprene, technical about it. Neoprene substance. But anyway, I'll silicone very delicately around the edges. Take my specialized little gasket, put it on there just so. Then we're gonna get our oil reservoir. That's been all cleaned up. I've done the same thing to that surface right there. I mean, they have specialized machines that do that stuff too, like resurface things to, but of course I don't have any. I imagine it's kind of like a planer, but for aluminum and steel. Anyway, we're gonna do the same little smudge of silicone all around our leading edges of this door closer. And we can just kind of like a bead of caulk. If you ever caulked a window or door frame in or anything like that. Alright, so just got this little. Again, you can't be goopy on there or else it'll interfere with these channels, and that's what the door closer, that's how it works, is cycling oil through those channels. And if you clog one of them up with silicone, you're not gonna have a good day. Alright, so we are gonna get our short bolts. There are 4 of them. I'm just going to go right down through the body of the door closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to over tighten these. You strip it out, you're pretty screwed after that. Wipe off the excess. Then, if I can find them, sorry. Hey, there you are. Just looking around for you. Just trying to explain something. Anyway. If I've kept up with them, I will put that little pillow thing back in there. Kind of reminds me of like a couch pillow. It's like round. And of course, I don't know where I put them. But anyway, the couch pillow goes in the reservoir, and that just absorbs some of the shock of when the door closer catches check. It'll absorb some of the shock if I could find it. Hold on, I'll go try to find one. I can pause, you guys. Hold on. We're back. Looks like that. It goes in there. Then I do some silicone on top too. Just thin. Sorry. Tide of allergy. Here at beautiful Clackamas, Oregon. Alright. So now your bolts are snug, your pillow's in there. We're gonna go and see. I just have like one type of gasket made. If you notice the one that come off of there, it'd be different, and both of them, that won't have as many cutouts and stuff like that. But anyway, you see this piece kind of looks a little bit scummy. I'm gonna go take it on the buffer, and then I'll be right back. And here we are. I just cleaned off that edge right there. Whenever you're gasketing something, make sure it's smooth and clean. No matter if you're gasketing something on your car, or a door closer, or space shuttle module. There's stuff that is inherent to everything, and that goes for door closers, cars, tanks, anything. So now that I got like some goober on that, I'll put it right there. Anyway, I have gotten my 8 bolts here. They all have like this little lock washer on there, and I'm inserting them into the body, and we're gonna get all those down just snug. Kind of do it like a tire. One on one side, then one on the other. Not too much torque, because I'm gonna run them down by hand. I like to do most stuff by hand, because just I know when the aluminum is gonna give and how tight it's supposed to be. I mean, you could do torque and everything like that, but if you got a mechanic that knows how tight something's gonna be, he's done it, you know, however many times, I say roll it. So my friend, he was doing my spark plugs, and I was like, oh, you know, shouldn't we have this torque wrench and blah blah blah, and he's like, meh. And he put them in, and they were good to go. I mean, anyway, I've tightened down those 8 bolts. This is your piston. This is your piston on drugs. No, I'm just playing. And this is your piston in the cylinder. Piston in the cylinder. Anyway, this is gonna be a long video. Hang in there, kids. Alright. Piston in the cylinder. You want that one hole right there. I think I might have to stop this video anyway, because I only got like another minute or something on here. So anyway, you put the piston in the cylinder, hole facing this little armature out, and these threads going towards this right here. So I'm gonna upload this one, and then we're gonna do a whole other piece on the other assembly. But stay tuned.